Welcome to Aviation. My name is Ed, Dixon, Dixon. I'm English. I was born in England, born deaf all my life. My dream was achieved as a deaf pilot. My uncle was killed in the World War in France. So now I want to follow his footsteps. But there's been a lot of discrimination for deaf people in this planet because their attitude is negative. But now, for the last 3-4 years, I've proved them wrong because we're all the same. For example, here we have GPS, car. What's wrong with the deaf? Can't we have one? We're all the same. Nothing upset me. No. One day I want to be an instructor for helping deaf people, deaf and blind people. Blind people can't see. I can encourage them to fly with me because he's blind, he can't see, I can't hear, I'm deaf. Suit with me both perfect. I'm going to Coventry Airport. After 5 instructors. Some nice, but put me up time hours, really, well, here we have 45 hours, I don't achieve well. 145 hours, really long, but patient. It's communication. So now I'm still happy to achieve, to come on flying, but I need another 10 hours solo. My favourite instructor to encourage me to achieve. But her name is Carmen, Carmen.
Mostly been working on his communications, which seems funny, but it works really well in the cockpit. We talk good.
Yes.
So we make notes, or I show him, because a lot of visual flying, so we use the horizon outside to fly.
A lot of instructors talk at a understand, but with Carmen was very clear because she understands deaf. Person like me, she used note taking and displaying note taking. I understand by note taking.
Sometimes he doesn't look at me.
Sometimes, yes.
So that makes it difficult.
It's a communication barrier. For example, if a train comes, loudspeaker talking, how can we hear? But a lot of I would say 50-60% of deaf hearing people can't say that. I don't blame them. I blame the community. The government not giving enough funding for us, teaching them. When I was born deaf, it's really sad because there was no communication in 1950s, 1960s. No communication. The way they don't end up put me in the wrong prediction, they put me into a deaf school, but they're lacking communication there because you're not allowed to stand. I have to tie with rope to the back. So I have to learn to breathe. It was horrible experience for me. I've been such abuse at the school. I'll never forget all my life. I've been counselling, never work. It's on there, can't stop. Very bad that, but I've been patient all my life. And I've been tied at the back, forced me to talk, using my head, mark. That's why they beat me to speak with a rope tied my back. At school, there was no communication support, no teaching method, no understanding being done. And I've been through difficult times for 10, 12, and 13. They forced me to speak rather sign language. Communication is not there for me. Then I have learned from my experience, from my own independent myself. I learned from how to communicate, how to decide that I was struggling with the deaf community because I just lost talking, speaking with the world, not with the deaf world. There'll be a lot of cuts. All the club closing down. We have nothing to achieve, nothing to see the future, but we are trying to fight for our identity. Remember, I'm in control of the scene. That's important for Deaf Pilot. Young people really need to go to education, providing more deaf teachers. It will help young people to be qualified for anything through sign language. They have dreams, but they should not give up. That makes sure that no bubbles. It's clear. If bubbles dangerous, no bubbles. See? Okay. When the plane enters, very noisy. I enjoy the vibration and power. It's there for me. The technology is amazing for people. For example, when I fly, you remember 19th and 20th century, there's no computer, no video. But now, 21st century, we have GPS. It helps me to fly so I can see what's there, so I don't have to worry about hearing. My freedom is there. I've always been proud being deaf. Communication is no need to be there. It's freedom of the sky, that's what I want.
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to get his attention, but I mean, again, that happens with most of the students with the level they're at. If they're still communicating, they're trying to process everything. They're trying to process a lot of things at the same time, and sometimes they just want to focus on the flying. But there's more going on than just the flying. You know, we have to think about the setup, and that's why I asked them, how do we slow down? I wrote it on my kneeboard, and he went, oh yeah, that's okay. What else? It's been a while since he's flown. Oh yeah, the carburetor. Okay, look outside, make sure your speed's all right, make sure your altitude's all right. But you find that with all the students.
I can't pronounce it. I'm shocked. So happy. Perfect. No error. No mistake. Perfect.
Sure.
Place there and look reaching for the sky. It's what I want. My dreams, my blood for the sky. Definitely yes. Wow.